After a long drive, the group finds a safe place to camp. The night passes with no incidents. Hope I don't run any more bandits. The group finds an abandoned safe house. There's a little bit of ammo inside. Good, good. On further searching, some unfinished pipe bombs are in the building. Someone must have had to leave in a hurry. Messing with them could be really dangerous. Jonathan's finished making the bombs. He easily finishes them and ends up with 6 pipe bombs. Talks about the importance of washing your hands. Alright, Swarm Gym, Swarm Arcade, or Riled Up Apartment. You know what? Sure. Since we messed up in the group sees a gym with a massive amount of undead in it. It's a bad idea to go in there here, but then again, you don't want to mess up your workout schedule. You'll need a spotter for this. Very thick, sluggish, noon. Alright, you know what? Just put another gun on him and see how it looks. I don't know if it has to be the same type but we'll see. Oh yeah, he's got them both out. It's hard to tell, but you can see both of them out. Okay, let's get a better look now that there's no zombies. Okay, yeah, you can see better this way. There's a fully loaded Olympic weight set here. The amount of weight on it can be adjusted down to a less hernia-causing amount. Honcho considers taking a break to get some strength training in as he is guarded. The furniture gave me the good idea. Honcho takes off most of the weight from the barbell and then starts pumping iron with the mostly empty bar. It's still a great workout for him, and nothing is broken or ruptured in the process. Furniture usually gives a good idea when it comes to mystery strength. You just gotta know what picks up what. Alright, you get a redo for fitness. Honcho sets the stationary cycle to uphill country road and starts pumping his legs. He produces a whole river of sweat. What a workout! There. Anyone want to do a sing-along? We should do a shut-up-along. Well, that's not very nice, me. The group enters an abandoned gym. There, on a throne of old protein powder jars, sits a bronze bodybuilder. I am the last bodybuilder! Yeah! He flexes and grunts in a mournful manner. Last time you were with me, you had bad loyalty. I'm still kind of annoyed about that. So why don't we get some strength tips? The last bodybuilder gives the group some excellent tips on getting swolled up during the post-apocalypse. The advice is so good that the pump is felt immediately. No working out required. Strength. Can you find the secret horse mode? Does that involve finding horse? We're out of gas. Wasting no time, the group decides to ditch the car and walk until they find a new vehicle. Road end. For that car. The group spots an old boot on the road. It doesn't look like it's anyone's size, but hey, it's free. This is surely a symbol of good luck. Something bad happens. While trekking through the woods, the group gets pretty lost. If they keep going like this, they'll waste a lot of time. Gnome decides to climb a tree and gets a better vantage point of the surrounding area. On the way up, the branch that was holding his weight breaks, causing him to fall a good distance. Don't let the gnome climb a tree or they're done. Rest in peace, Gnome. John spots a car parked in the middle of the road. They rush over to discover a car that looks suspiciously like the car they started their journey in. John takes the keys that he kept from the old car and sticks it in the ignition. It starts. Now it's just me and Honcho. The group finds an empty spot along the road that looks as good for camping as any. This is some bullcrap. I agree, Honcho. Nomi died by climbing a tree. The group is ambushed by a yelling man. He is ranting and raving. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but those rants are starting to sizzle. John listens to the ranting man and tries to reason with them. The man calms down and explains that he thought their group were bandits. Well, thank goodness we're not. Then again, Gnome was rather distant. I know what being distant means. Look, I know people are disappointed about Gnome dying, but it was either... Well, you don't know what can come up. For all we know, merciless bandits could show up. The group continues making progress along the death road. As long as one person remains alive, the dream of Canada lives on. The group finds someone they can trade with. I mean, look, it's not easy keeping everyone alive, okay? I'm still sad about Freddy, the cameo character. I even gave him immortality. Why can't I talk to you? I even gave Freddy the immortality. Okay, do you have a problem with trying to talk to people, Honcho? It's a goat. She's just chilling near the camp, doing goat things. No one seems to own her. The goat is just here. The goat is staring at the group with intensity. She's up to something. Up to something. Let's see, gas to snacks, bullets, machete, sword guy, blade master, rifle wielder, sure, he can go double cowboy rifle. The group buys a cowboy rifle. The collector throws in some ammo for free along with a second rifle. Cowboy rifles are great for beginners, easy to handle, fun to shoot. I find tons of these, so take 2. The trader falls for John's charms and gives extra. I'm charming. And shotgun shell seller. There, he can go double cowboy guns. I might have to take over him, though. Alright, I guess I'll bring the goat on board. Okay, I have to do the interacting. He can take the lead. I bet Canada doesn't even exist. It's a conspiracy. No, we're talking to this guy first. Is the death road really as bad as the name implies? Well, we lost the gnome! Recruit the goat. Who should recruit the goat? She seems ornery. You know what? Since it's my fault for getting Gnome killed, I will be the one to recruit. Ow! London starts following. It immediately crams its horns into John. I may have made a bad choice. Because for one, I got hurt. The other... well, I just revealed some bad stats. But you know what? Another new character on the channel. In some way, I guess. The group accidentally serves a lot of undead while scouting a city. This causes a chain reaction of blunders, and they are soon surrounded. The only chance is running through a tunnel on the road. Sardine packed hunting near noon. Yeah, the boot. You're not lucky. Gnome had bad luck. And Honcho, you're taking the lead with those cowboy rifles. Ah! I guess I could put everyone back on defend. Since Gnome's gone. He wasn't doing much fighting in some places, and I decided to fight. They're showing off a new character and a new gun. Well, AIV is doing that. You know what? Let's show off the double cowboy rifles. Yep, he's shooting them both. There's a snake in my boot! That's a very familiar line. Tucker feels inspired after managing to survive that situation. They feel like they're getting the hang of this. How about some strength? Even in the focus apocalypse, it's still possible to get swole. The group camps in a sturdy building. It seems to be an old repair shop with busted machinery laying around. This would be a great time to train them with repairing things, but that would make a lot of noise. The group finds a street in a town that has traps all over it. Pits with blankets put over the top, snares everywhere, spikes on barrels, a door with an obvious guillotine over it. And these are just the visible ones. Allow me. John starts scavenging through the town, avoiding traps to the best of his ability. He is careful about where he's going. Many traps are spotted and set off safely. John avoids injury. It takes a real strong and fit person to use a sledgehammer well. Ooh, here we go. Concrete bunker. The group sees a monstrous army of zombs near a forest road. They are milling around a small concrete structure, jutting from the ground. Sardine pack. Sluggish. Afternoon. I'll put the guns up because there could be stuff in there. Some good stuff. Want to be able to carry that stuff in, yes? Let's not forget a tree branch on the way out. Me, do not throw yourself in the horde. Let's see. 1 food. 3. The high strength. Alright, don't forget this. It's junk. Why did I bother? I imagine the quotes will come up if he's shooting. I gotta get up close with this guy. Ah. There we go. Alright, let's go. We didn't come here by car. We just showed up on the edge of the map. The group camps out in a big field. The group eats its meal. They find a row of cans sitting on a wooden fence. The group gets some shooting practice by blasting the cans. The man in red long johns runs to the field with a pitchfork. My cans! My precious antique cans! Oh, look what you've done to them! He shakes the pitchfork as he yells. Well, this is disgusting. In a house with a generator attached, the group stumbles onto a working computer. It's one of the older style ones, with the monitors were built like an enormous brick with glass on front. The group salivates. Finally, a chance to watch YouTube videos. The computer makes strange piercing noises and distort chirps. What the heck is going on? John Eswick gets the computer to work. It was the hardest thing he has ever done. The internet seems to be down though. How come? The group explores a fairly quiet city. This is a good chance for resupply and relative safety. The anime store. Hunter finds a box of anime. It contains a bunch of anime girl masks. Clyde seems troubled and nervous, not because of Hacho, just in general. I guess we can help you out, but it's not because we like you or anything. Mark. Ah, where were you when Gnome appeared? I think Hacho has a hard time trying to interact with people. Or the toilet genie is just not in a good spot. When Hacho opened the toilet, a magical genie appeared. Thanks for freeing me from the toilet, it says. Now make a wish. Cans of food start raining from the ceiling. Finally, you're rich. Then the roof collapses on top of Hacho. Ah, he took the food. Yeah, I told the genie you would have been great much earlier. You would have helped kept Gnome alive. Then again, the game's not giving me much toilets. Alright, and this is... Yeah, see, he's like having a hard time in trying to interact with him. Like, what the heck? I can't believe my fiancé is some kind of fish creature. It's a comic about a woman who has a dreary job in an office. Her life is brightened by getting a pet fish that has a human face and talks. Sounds familiar? The plot involves him having to eventually get married due to a wizard's curse. Now what I'm trying to do is talk to this guy here. Mort. Yeah, it's like, I'm like right up against him and the thing's not showing up. I'm like, what the heck? Alright, put me out. Oh no, wait. It's this guy, Dave. This is what happens when you have too many people around. You get confused. Maybe. Or they shuffle a lot. You know what? Yeah, everyone shuffles. That's what it is. Alright, we definitely want some bullets, yes? Preferably rifle rounds for our honcho friend here. Or maybe quote-unquote friend, considering what loyalty he was given. We're fine as long as I don't see a rob option, okay? Oops, already open. Or the other magazines. Bag of Pistachios. It's an anime about a bag of pistachios. The protagonist is surprised to discover that pistachios are sentient. Every pistachio is a different anime girl. There doesn't really seem to be a plot. And this is the fish creature. Just two. And this is the anime girl masks. You know what? We'll pick one of these two animes to read. Oh, well, I guess we're picking this one because the other one's gone. Honcho takes an hour to read the anime. Honcho is a person of culture and taste and greatly appreciates this anime. His wits are pretty good. And it's gone. Okay, well, we got to read one. Or I guess Honcho did. I bet aliens are responsible for these zombies. The group sets up camp outside a grocery store. They notice another group has been following them and will probably attempt to loot the place. Send me in. I'm at least not bad loyaltied here. The other members stand guard outside for the looters as John searches the grocery store. John brings back some food.